I guess heroes are people who help other people, who do things for other people. And man, that can refer to a mother, a father, a child. It certainly refers to firemen, policemen, soldiers, but anybody can be a hero. Anybody who helps another human being or even an animal. I mean, anybody who puts himself or herself out to help someone else is doing something that's heroic. Now, in comic books, we call them superheroes because they do more than a normal man can. Just for fun, we give them superpowers. But again, a hero is somebody who helps others and who is admirable, who you'd look up to and you'd say, gee, I wish I were like that, or I'd like my children to be like that. To me, that's a hero.
Hey guys, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the love and support and patience while I try to figure this thing out. I'm really thankful that you guys are here to share and listen to stories and hear opinions and figure out what's going on in the world. Today's episode is about me, and when I saved a little girl while I was at work. She was running around. I saw her. And we'll tell the story. Just want to thank you guys for coming. I appreciate the love, the support. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing, letting people know that we're here for them. I'm here for you. We're all together, never alone. Any of us have the opportunity to be a hero. Any of us can be special. We're all special. We're all amazing. We all have purpose.
Police say over the weekend, a toddler ended up on the streets after she got out of her house in the middle of the night. But thankfully, she's back with her parents this evening, thanks to the kindness of a stranger. Fox 17's Marisa Oberly spoke to that Good Samaritan and joins us live with this story. Marisa?
Yeah, Jamie, investigators do not believe that little girl's family meant any harm when she ended up in this alleyway on McConnell Street near the downtown market overnight. That man that I spoke to says he just cannot even imagine what they felt when they did eventually find out what happened. Gabe Patello says everyone could use more help.
Sometimes you want to turn a blind eye, but you just never know who you're saving. You never know what it is. Anybody could have picked up that little girl in the middle of Ionia, and Wealthy is not the best part of Grand Rapids. There's a lot of foot traffic over there. So, I'm just glad she made it home. I'm glad she's okay.
That's why on Sunday, while in the middle of a pizza delivery around 3 in the morning, the father of 7 stopped when he saw a toddler running around the McConnell parking lot in Southwest Grand Rapids.
I had people's food, so I ran to the door and I gave them their food, and I went back looking for her. I didn't find her, so I got in my car. I drove around for a minute. I didn't find her. I started pulling into parking lot.
Eventually, Gabe spotted her at a factory across the street, curled up between 2 cement blocks and in nothing but a t-shirt, diaper, and socks. He wrapped the little girl up in a hoodie, then called 911.
Some water in my car, so she was drinking some water, and I was just kind of rubbing her back, letting her know she was okay, and she started falling asleep. She was so just exhausted and cold.
When officers arrived, they quickly made contact with her loved ones who live in the area. According to the department, the toddler's mom was asleep and thought she was too.
The scariest part to me is that you could have just took the little girl and nobody would ever known. That's the scariest thing as a parent. You just don't want to lose your kids.
Gabe cannot imagine how the little girl's parents feel, but hopes they go easy on themselves.
I was just trying to do what I could. I assume somebody would do the same for my kids.
And rather than cast judgment, he wants others to offer help in someone's time of need.
Don't be selfish. There's enough selfish things in the world.
In Grand Rapids, police say that little girl is around 3 years old. They say it's unclear how she got out or for how long she was out here on the streets, but she was checked out with doctors after police found her, and they deemed her to be okay. Grand Rapids police say at this point, detectives will likely follow up in the next few days with the family, but say because they do not believe there was any ill intent, charges are unlikely to be filed. Reporting in Grand Rapids tonight, Marisa Oberly, Fox 17 News.
Hey guys, so here's the story, okay? It was March 12th. It was a Saturday night, I believe, yeah. It was really cold outside. It was not one of those warm Marches. You know, sometimes in Michigan we get warm weather in March. Sometimes it's just still freezing hell in March. But it was the end of the night. We usually don't even go that far when it's that late, but they called early enough to get us to go. So I just happened to be the driver to take it. And I go, and it's at this big apartment complex we have downtown. There's a few of them down there. I went down there, and it was just a normal night, you know, cold end of the night. You want to get home, do your delivery, and get out of there. I went, and I pulled up, and I swear I saw this kid running in the parking lot. And I'm like, no way, bro. This is Michigan. It could be anybody. It could be anything. Hell, it's the end of the night. It's winter outside. You don't expect anybody to be walking around, let alone see a child. So I walked up these stairs to see if I thought I saw what I saw, and I didn't. I didn't see anything. Then I kind of like heard a little something, and I'm like peeked over, and I swear I saw this little shadow running around by the cars in between and whatnot. So I hurried up. I go to the apartment complex, and I'm like ringing the buzzer, and the lady answers. I got her food, so I'm hurry up. I go upstairs, I get her food, and I do that, take care of it, go back outside. I'm just like, I just feel weird, you know. I feel like I saw something. So I go up, I walk around the parking lot, looking in the cars. I don't see nothing. I'm like, man, I swear I saw a kid. I know I heard something. So I get in my car and I drive around. I drove around the block. I didn't see nothing. It just didn't feel right. So I drove back around the block. I drove up through the parking lot, down through the street and whatnot. And I parked my car. I got out and I started looking around in the little area, you know, see if I could just see anything or hear anything, whimpering, crying, anything. Because I know I saw something. I know I saw a kid. I know I did. I heard it. I saw it. It wasn't a figment of my imagination. So I'm walking around and looking. They have this like driveway that's just a straight driveway, and it goes back to 2 trash cans in between some cinder blocks. And I saw something there. So I started walking up, and I saw this little child. I thought she was about 3 years old, all curled up. She only had a t-shirt on and a diaper, no shoes, no socks, no pants, snots running down out of her nose. She's just crying, you know, crying. I don't want to terrify her. You know, obviously I'm like a grizzly bear coming up to this little tiny little girl. And, I said, I wanted to help you, you know, and she's just crying. I said, I'm going to grab you. Okay. We're going to get you some help if you want to come to me. And I didn't want to like reach out for her. So I said, I want you to come to me, you know, and she kind of like looked over and she's like shaking and cold. And I said, honey, we have to get out of the cold. Like, you're freezing. We have to get you out of here. We have to get you some help. It like sticks her arms up a little bit. And I grab her and I take my hoodie off. I have a hoodie on, and I take it off and I put it over top of her and I wrap her up, and we go to my car, and immediately I just blast the heat, turn on the seat warmers. She's sitting in my hoodie, and I call 911, you know, and I say, hey, like, you know, I found a little kid. And they're like, what do you mean you found a kid? Like, I was delivering a pizza, and I swear I saw this little girl running, and I looked around and I found her, and she's in my car. She's warm. I had some water. I let her drink some water, and I was just trying to comfort her, you know, like, hey, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I asked her if she knew like anything, but she was so cold and so out of it and so little that she didn't understand anything, you know. So I'm sitting here with her. I got the heat blaring. She's got my hoodie on. She's starting to fall asleep. She was so tired and just exhausted. She just instantly just started to fall asleep. Then the police came, and I got out of the car. I told them, you know, she was in my car and that I didn't know where she came from. I didn't know who she is. I have no idea about anything. I just randomly saw this little kid at 2:00 in the morning in an area in Grand Rapids that is terrible for foot traffic. There's so many people walking around. There's bars down there. There's homeless people everywhere. It's, you know, it's definitely not a spot for a kid to be walking. But thankfully I was there, you know. To me, it's not being a hero. It's being a normal person. I would assume that anybody that saw a child running around at 2:00 in the morning would do their best to help that little girl. I know that we live in a society that has, you know, its sick elements, but at the end of the day, we're all human. 95, maybe even 99% of us are human beings. We don't wish harm upon anybody, let alone the most innocent in our society, which is children. So anytime we can help children, that's what we do. Anybody, all of you. It's hard. It's not easy. It's not selfish. It's very unselfish to help someone. And you never know who you're helping. That little girl could turn out to be the first Black female president. She could turn out to be an Olympic gold medalist. She could turn out to be somebody that initiates peace in this crazy world. So you just never know who you're saving. It's never hard to do what nobody else wants to. You know, there was a quote one time that said, if it's not you, then who? And that's the thing. We always just expect somebody else will come along and do what's right. Somebody else will come along and make things the way they're supposed to be. But the thing is, nobody ever comes along. Nobody ever wants to change. We always kick the can down the road. But we shouldn't do that. We should help everybody. We should fight together. We're all heroes. We're all special. This little girl could have died. It was so cold outside. She didn't have no clothes on. She didn't have anything. Thank God she was okay. It turned out that she had just got out of an apartment, the way that their doors are set up there. Like somehow she got out. She thought her mom left her, but her mom was sleeping. And she basically followed a path that she usually takes to the store with her mom. So in the end, I think she got out and she was just looking for her mom, you know. It wasn't, you know, flagrant or purposeful. It was just an accident. Things happen. And I would hope that if something ever happened to your kids, that somebody would be there to help them too. Kids are mischievous. Kids are crazy. They'll do all kinds of things, you know. We do what we can. I appreciate you guys. I'm so thankful for you coming. I don't know if I can emphasize how much I appreciate you. These stories, they're from the heart. The stories that we're going to share with you guys are from the hearts of people across the world, because our stories matter. There's a million stories like this. I'm not some superhero. I'm just a delivery guy. I'm just a dad. I'm a hero to them, but they're my heroes. Kids are our future. We can't let society steal our future. It's stolen enough from us. You know, you're a hero one story, you're a villain in another story. But no matter what, you're special. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the support. Like, share, comment, tell the world about it. Tell the world about us. Tomorrow's episode is going to be a heavy episode. It's going to be about men's health and the stigma around us not wanting to open up, being afraid to show weakness. It's a tough world. A lot of men struggle. I know firsthand how it is. This is what we're here for. Episodes like this, where one episode you're a hero, and the next episode you're explaining to the world your struggles, how we fight day in and day out to survive. I love you. I appreciate you. Like, share, comment, tell the world all about us. We want to hear their stories. We want to help people. Thank you.